Yo, it's been such a long time since I said that. This is my new YouTube channel. If you did follow me, my old one is Mr. What If. I lost that account sadly. I reached 300 subscribers last time I checked, which was this morning, so I am really happy. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, I am back, and I also have a Twitch and a TikTok as well. If you can follow that in the link description and below. And this is, as you can read by title, what if deku had cremation? I know I said I'll have it, and this took like a good two. I've been like gone for 2 months, probably three. I don't remember myself, so I'm really sorry for that. So sorry for this, and let's just get into it. As we start off with the backstory of Endeavor and young Izumi. What was her name? Deku's mom. I forgot. Inko. There we go. Inko. As Endeavor been trying so hard. Sorry, that movie playing in the back. Endeavor and his wife have been trying so hard to have a perfect child. They are on their third child now, and it's Natsuo, I believe, because Natsuo is no, it's Fuyumi. Fuyumi is it's Natsuo because Fuyumi was second. So it was Natsuo. So she is Endeavor's wife is not pregnant yet. So while Endeavor is, tired of arguing with his wife you know, and oh my goodness, my dog. Arguing with his wife and, just going back and forth saying, I can't have no more kids. It's almost my biological time. And he's like, just, God damn it, woman, just do something useful. As he storms off and just go to downtown bar, and as he's a regular, as the bartender says, hey, NG, been a while, been seeing you be kicking some major ass lately. As he says, yeah, it's just everything's so stressful lately. How you're the number two hero right next to All Might. As Endeavor will he's in the civilian clothes. His flames won't show, but the temperature in the whole, bar will heat up. He said, hey, you wanna might calm down. He says, sorry about that. I'll just have the regular Hennessy. Got you, man. As he'll walk back to reach his pocket, and his elbow will bump into a young lady with long green hair. As she says, ouch. Oh, my drink. As she says, I'm real sorry about that. I'll buy you another one. As she says, thank you. I'm Inko Midoriya. As she raises her hands out, and he says, oh, I'm Enji Todoroki. Oh, the number two hero. Well, can't never say I meet the top five before, or two. As he says, well, thank you. As they'll get the chit chatting and say, so you are a hero. Is that tough? As he says, it's okay. She says, I'm one too, but I'm only, a sidekick though. As he says, what's your name? Oh, it's Graviton. He says, Graviton. Nice name. As she explains her quirk is, I can like do small objects and sometimes big ones if I have enough energy. Like lift the building. She says, oh, I read that in a report somewhere. You saved some kids on a bridge one time, right? The villain exploded it. She says, "Oh yeah, thanks." Kind of a sloppy job. I was still young back then. As he'll say, "Don't worry about it." As we'll get later into the night, and they both are just cold stone wasted. As Angie don't wear no ring. He's a man of his own fucking principles. He do not wear no ring, so she does not know that he is married. All right, so she said, "You want to come back to my place and have some time?" As NG is like, he's thinking in his mind right now, like, this is a good time. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything with her. Just dip. As she says, "I'm fine. Just leave me the way." As they go back to the house, and they do the thing a thing if we know what the main then. Um Continue. As the next morning will come and Endeavor has it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. He gets an alarm on his beater and says it's a villain attack near Hosku City. Hoshu? Basically where Stain was, but this is way before that. As he's like, oh god, I need to go. As Ingo is like, and falls off the bed. He's a silly woman. And he just goes out the window and flies, or however, whatever he does. I don't know what the fuck he does. As he's just, as we skip 9 months. No, I'm not saying that. 2 months. 2 months. No, 2 weeks. I forgot the time of pregnancy. I don't remember. I don't care. 2 weeks, and Inko is throwing up. She's like, what's going on? As she's at the hero agency with the Mirko, the number 6 hero. No, she's not really a hero yet. I want to say that dragon lady, man. The dragon lady. And she said, "Hey, Inko, are you okay?" She says, "Yeah, I'm just really sick." And she said, "How about I go lead you to the doctor? I got you." As they both go to the doctor. As like, yeah, and it's the old lady granny lady. And she said, "Oh, nice to meet you, Graviton, dragon lady." I don't know dragon lady name. I'm so sorry. As she like, let me just take your test. As she kisses her forehead, she like, Then she like do a little blood sample. And she says, young Midoriya, do you know that you are? Wait, Midoriya is a dad name. Well, whatever. As a young Midoriya, do you know that you are pregnant? And she's like, what? I'm what? And all three of them are just in shock. She said, "Do you know who the father is?" She says, "Well, I am dating this guy. His name is Hasashi. Well, there is nothing else. We've been talking for like 4 months, and this and that." And she said, "Well, you probably want to get it checked out with them." Yeah, I've been feeling off lately. Thank you for telling me. As her and Hasashi will talk about it, and Hasashi is like, there is no way. And she says, huh? What do you mean there's no way? I've been gone for the past 3 months off business trips. I come back for 1 month. For a whole 2 weeks, I stay in a hotel because I'm so far away. Now I just got back yesterday. So there's no way it's my kid. As she says, what? Well, you don't know. So how could you possibly say that? As he says, what the hell did I just say? Basically, the math I just said to you is that you slept with somebody else. And she's like, huh? No, I would never. Well, why would you think I ever do that? We got each other promise rings, remember? As she reaches down her shirt and pulls out her promise ring. As he says, well, I guess that promise wasn't anything, right? And she says, Hasashi, come on, let's make this work exactly. As Hasashi is actually the co-founder of this tech organization in the U.S., which is a leading branch to Japan, where he rules as CEO. So that's why he was gone for so long. And he's like, whatever. I got work to do, and I can't deal with you. So can we just talk this over lunch or dinner, brunch, whatever? And she says, of course. As they'll both hug each other. And I know y'all be calling Hasashi a simp. You don't know what the fuck going on. Okay, he's gonna find out soon. As 7 months have passed, and Inko Belly is, bloated. As she's just, I'm so hungry. Whatever women do for pregnancy, I don't know. No offense, but yeah. Then we skip over 2 months, and Izuku is born. Plot is the same time in a different hospital. Shoto Todoroki is also born. As I'm gonna say this is called a fire link. I don't know what the fuck is up. You better not bark. You better. Okay, I'm sorry about that. My dog was barking. As I said, this is something called a fire link. Basically, when Shoto and Izuku are born, the exact same time. When I tell you, uh, Todoroki's mom and Inko went into labor at the exact same time, they did at the exact same time. Like, then they both came out crying together, and they're both crying were so detrimental that Izuku flames were already hot, and Shoto ice and fire was already at their maximum. So it made this weird, strange, foggy, yet hot, yet cold, if you know what I'm talking about, scenario. So it just like they just this kid here is strong, for as Angie like the perfect project or what the fuck. He's petty. And as Iko was like, my baby boy. As Izuku just has pure black hair. Don't worry, it changed color the more he uses squirt. As Izuku just had plain black hair. And as Hasashi's like, okay. That might be my kid. Because Hasashi has dark green hair and Iko got green hair. So, he's like, oh, that's my kid. Okay. I get it. I get it. As but his eyes say a different story, as one of them is blue and the other one is green, and he's like, what the who goddamn blue eyed baby is this? If y'all get that meme, it's fucking hilarious. Who goddamn white baby is that? As he says, can we talk about his eye? As nurse and everything will be all over the place. This is, sir, we have no time. It's detrimental to the heat and your wife's pregnancy, and you please leave. As he says, okay. As as Hassad, not Hasashi, Ingo will begin going into a heat seizure, a seizure heat, whatever the hell it is when you overheat. Um, as they're like, okay, put ice packs on her and stuff. And why are you walking up to me while I'm trying to make a video? Okay, can you please? Excuse me. I'm sorry, my dog. Excuse me, baby. I love you. All right, thank you. As a few months have passed, and they just been thinking about how Izuku quirk is gonna be and what kind of person he's gonna be. As at the same time, Todoroki is back home with his parents, and Endeavor is like, my new test subject. And you know how total Endeavor is in the beginning. As we skip 10, wait, when do they lock their quirks? Age of 4, right? At the age of 4, 4 years has passed, and you know how, what did I just say about Hasashi? Yeah, you know how Hasashi is, CEO of, Tokyo company. So he doesn't go to the same school as Bakugo. He goes to the same school as Ida. As also he'll be best friends with Bakugo because, you know, um, Inko and because what's his mom name? I forgot his mom name, but him and his Baku's moms are still good friends, so it doesn't really matter. So they'll have plays here and now, and as Izuku is way more energetic than Shotoroki, basically the polar opposite of Shotoroki. I said Shotoroki, Todoroki, but he also has this one thing where he'll you know his impulse will actually come out of nowhere, and he'll want to fight something or fight someone, as he'll basically have something called a mental disorder. I don't know if it's called a mental or a body impulse disorder. I don't know. And doctors also say he has a personality disorder as well. He calls it Risu. Or Risu is um how Tokiyami got the bird thing, dark shadow. Basically that is what Izuku has. But he's like person of his own thoughts and being. He can like take over his body whenever he wants to, or if Izuku will allow it, basically. So basically, yeah, basically Naruto. Just get used to it. He doesn't know that he has it yet. Just the doctors told his parents about it because he'll punch Bakugo for some time and they'll both get into fights. Then Bakugo unlocks his quirk accidentally and hitting Izuku, burning off a piece of clothes. As Izuku will say, "Ow, Bakugo, oh, that really hurt." And she's, "I'm sorry, Izuku." As they'll both, grab each other's hand and say, as Inko and Mizuki, I remember her name. I've been saying that for no reason. Mizuki say, "Hey, what's going on?" As they say, "Bakugo unlock this quirk, mom, look." As he'll do his little hand explodes, like, as Izuku say, "Really?" As he'll just start coughing, like, and his mom say, "Hey, sweetie, are you okay?" And she'll touch his head. He's like, "Oh, you got a fever." And he's like, "No, I'm all right." And he'll keep coughing, coughing, and to the point where he's like hacking like a cat, a hairball, and just spits out fire. Like, as she says, um, "Did you just?" He says, my throat," and he'll just have a flamethrower mouth, like just fire coming out of his mouth at rapid heat, and he'll be like, "Ah." And Inko said, "Close your mouth, dear. Close your mouth." And he'll close his mouth. Then it stops. Then he's like, "Oh, oh," as he starts crying, and he'll say, "My mouth, my tongue burns." As she says, "Okay, here's some water. Here's some water." Yes, they'll take both of them to the doctor immediately, and the doctor say, "Your son, Bakugo Katsuki has an explosion quirk, while the other Izuku Midoriya has, um, a fire-based quirk, basically." Yes, as they'll ask, "What is the father's quirk?" He's able to shoot fire out of his mouth, just like Izuku did just now. As others say, "Incredible," and yeah. As we see here that his body will begin to manipulate fire out of all his limbs. As she said, out of all his limbs, it's a genetic heri- her- a genetic trait by down passed down from generation to generation. Basically, let's say if somebody's father had a wind quirk and somebody's mother had a gravity manipulator quirk, they'll be able to like control the air pressure. Basically, an airbender, if you think about it. It's just, so my quirk is also gravitational pull, where I can, tell it, fuck that word. As she just pull things back and forth and like carry them around her mind. As she said, that does seem like a strong quirk. As we skip over, oh goodness, as we skip over to say, "Son, what would you like your name to be for your quirk?" As Izuku thinks about it, it will be, as Izuku was like, "You don't gotta think too hard, dear. It's okay." As he'll say, Pyro. As he said, like, "Okay, Pyro. That's a nice name, kid." As he says, "Thanks, sir." As he's as he spits up a little fireball. As he's, "Okay, that was on purpose that time. I swear." As he'll say, "Come on, mom, come on." As he'll swipe his hand to the right and he'll set on a piece of paper on fire. He says, "Oh no." As he says, "Man, we're going to control your son." As the fire was little, he says, "Man, we're going to control your son's quirk, so he's going to stay at the hospital for a little bit. We like to inform his teachers and any other family member." As he says, "Of course I will." And the doctor say, "I'll have to talk to you for a minute, ma'am, if that's possible." And she says, "Of course." And as they enter the room by themselves, while Ezekiel is talking to another nurse, she says, "Do you know who the father is, ma'am?" "Yes, ma'am, my husband, Hasashi Midoriya." As she says, "Well, the blood test here says the father is NG Todoroki." As she'll look like, "I beg your pardon, NG Todoroki, the number two hero." Right next to All Might, it's not that hard, ma'am. He has red hair and fire as well, and with the blue eyes, just like your son. Um, so would you like to explain that? She says, I don't really remember, cause that don't seem like something I'll do, and I would have remembered it. Trust me. As he says, well, ma'am, it seemed like it happened, so is either you tell your husband and son, or you just keep this a secret, or whatever. I don't care. It's your decision, not mine. I'm just a doctor that tells you what to do. So, yeah, have fun with that. Come on, Bakugo. I can't keep on waiting on you. As he'll back up and bump. He won't bump, but he'll trip over a piece of like a rock. He's oh Lord. As he'll begin to use his quirk, but he'll get touched on his shoulder, saying, "Hey, are you okay?" As it's Uraraka. He says, thanks." As he'll try walking, but he's like in midair, keep on walking his legs. Are you gonna help me? As she says, "Oh, I'm so sorry." As she says, "Oh, I'm Uraraka Ochako. My quirk is gravity, or gravity. What the fuck her quirk is? Sorry about that." She says, my quirk is gravity. And she's, I can tell it really lifts your spirit. As she like, wow, corny joke I ever heard about my quirk ever. As she says, yeah, my name is Izuku Midoriya. As she'll touch his hand and feel that it's really hard and crispy. As she says, oh, what happens to your hand? Ignore that. Ignore that. I swear, if you pause it and read what that is in the video, you're gonna comment, what the fuck? As my fault. As he said, my name, yeah, I have a fire quirk, so that's why. She sees like a burnt patch on his like left arm, and she says, "Oh, does it hurt?" And she says, "Oh, no, not really. It's just right there, so doesn't matter for him." As Izuku sees Bakugo, he's like, ugh, there he is. Well, it was nice meeting you. As she said, nice meeting you too. Hope you make it. As they'll both walk away from each other. He's like, you fucking blonde bimbo chick. What the fuck are you? What kind of dog are you? I don't care. Pomeranian. You took too fucking long. He says, shut up, nerd. I overslept. As they'll both make it, and as President Mike is giving the presentation of, the, what's it called? The, stop it. As he's giving the presentation of the robots, Ida says, but what about, I'm so sorry about that, y'all. As he gives the presentation of, the zero robot to four robots, I believe. I don't know how the robots work, but he gives the robot like that. As Ida's like, but sir, there is Zig 4, but you haven't told us one. As Midoriya says, shut up. He's getting to it if you let him talk. And he's like, oh, sorry about that. Continue. And, everybody will be like, what a nerd. And, Ida will be like, filthy Izuku. And, so what's going on? Oh, yeah, we get to the interesting thing. As Izuku and Bakugo are in different, sections. So they're like, all right, hope you make it. Like, yeah, you do too, nerd. And it's just, ouch. Can you stop? This is my cover. Really? Can you let go of my cover at least? I'm so sorry about this, y'all. My dog is so annoying. Stop. As I was saying, the gates were open, it's like, go, go, go. As Zuko has fire jets on his feet and just booms over. Kind of like how Bakugo did in season 3 when he was like flying through the sky. Kind of like that, but he is just like shooting fireballs at his sound like toom, toom, toom. As it'll be extraordinary if this was animated. I'm not gonna lie. as Izuku already racked up about 15 points, and everybody's like, "This is no fair. He's getting all of it." As Izuku said, "Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game." As he'll just kick down a robot, and his foot will get stuck in a robot. He said, "Oh, come on, man!" As he got no shoes on, cause he burns his shoes every time. Every time he uses fire feet, he'll burn his shoes. So, cause he just doesn't wear shoes. He'll probably wear flip flops, but he don't wear shoes. As he'll literally be, well, how do I get my stuff out this sticky situation? As he says, I just burned it. As he'll just as the bot would just explode, and all you see is blue flames radiating off Izuku's feet. As he's haven't used that in a while. As you know, as can you leave me alone? As Principal Nezu, like, okay, I think it's time. As he pressed the red button, and Izuku was like, no, no. All you hear is, sorry about that. All you hear is the sirens coming, and everybody is running, and like Izuku look at it like, I wonder what that is. As he like flies up to a building, he's like, oh wow, it seems like fun. It's just you see a big old 0-pointer robot, and Izuku's like, well, I guess we should go. As he looks down before he flies away and says, hey, it's that girl, the floating girl. As he scoots down automatically to her, saying, hey, you need help? She says, yeah, thanks. As he lifts it off her and sends her flying. Not sends her flying, he flies her away from the robot. Then, ow, I just hit my head. Okay. As Izuku is like, how should I deal with you? Oh, I've been working on this new move. Would you like me to introduce it to you? As Izuku will like spread both his arms up and starts flying, he says, I call this move the Dragon of Fire. As he just have all blue flames around his body, and basically it's a fucking jutsu. Just he just puts both his hands together, then expands them, then the whole dragon comes out and just devours the robot, covering it in flames and blowing it up. And he says, it's a job well done. As the top of his shirt is just gone, just poof, and while his pants are worn just to his knees. He says, well, good thing I burned my pants off. As everybody was like, this guy, he's so incredible. He'll be dangerous as a villain. So glad nobody messed with him. As everybody said, hey, what's your name? Huh? My name? It's Izuku Midoriya. But he can call me Inferno. As I'm going to leave it off right there. And I hope you really enjoyed this. And this is, my first time coming back to this. And I'm really trying to get it together. As I'll also put my Twitch and TikTok down below, and also with my Instagram, so make sure you follow me